Con Harris, Assistant Sports Editor.
Well, once I get a story, I'll usually the first night. It depends if this is a longer term story. We'll say it is. Maybe I have 2 weeks to work on it. What I'll first do, as soon as I get it that night, I'll research, read as much as I can, what's already been done on it, how can I take what's already been done on it and move it forward. Next up, after I have that information down, I'll make a source list, maybe a full page long, maybe 2 pages. And it's important to write down as many sources as possible because you're not going to get everybody, but you need to get as many voices as possible into a story.
Mark Cooper, Editor-in-Chief.
It works out that way because I know what I want to do with my reporting going into it, and the more people you talk to, the better your story becomes shaped. So when I have a long-term story, it really helps because there was a story I worked on for our football preview where I made a list, I think, of 93 people, and through phone calls, emails, Facebook messages, I reached out to all of them, and a lot of them didn't get back to me, but I got in touch with something like 30 to 40 of them and interviewed them all for this.
Daily Orange staff members often have to work crazy hours during the week. On an average Monday night, they can be there from 6 o'clock p.m. until 2 o'clock in the morning. They sacrifice schoolwork, they sacrifice elements of their social life, and a lot of times they even sacrifice going to class. So with all of these elements of hard work and insane time management, what's the motivation? Why do they do it?
Well, I think the Daily Orange, like many clubs and organizations on this campus, it kind of grows on you for one, and after a while, it honestly becomes hard to leave. As I know, I worked there for 3 straight semesters. One as assistant news copy editor, 2 as an assistant news editor, and then I took a semester off and thought I was done, and then I got a call over the summer to be assistant sports editor, and I couldn't say no, partly because it's hard for me to say no, and partly because working at the Daily Orange was probably the best experience in college I've had. There's not too many organizations on this campus that they treat themselves as professionally as the Daily Orange and give you as good of professional experience as the paper does.
I do it because I've grown to love the Daily Orange over my 4 years here. It's the best place to do journalism on campus, and as a newspaper major and journalism is my passion. So I wanted to throw everything I could into this paper.